Hi everybody, it's Nikki Chanel here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Sorry about my hiatus over these last 3 weeks. I had a lot of videos planned, but then a lot of things happened which kind of canceled those videos. Biggest thing of which, and I'm just gonna start this right now, is I moved my surgery back by almost 6 months. Moving my surgery back was something that I didn't really want to do, but the circumstances of kind of everything just kind of basically forced me to do it. And so I moved my surgery back, and this video is going to be talking about basically what's been going on in these last couple of weeks. Because I figured you, as my audience, might as well know what's kind of going on in my life. I feel like I haven't really given much to my social medias about what's been going on, and so this is going to be my spill the tea video on everything as to why I moved my surgery back and why I'm suddenly all into fitness. And so let us get started, but please like and subscribe, put those comments in the comment section, and let's get started. Okay, now first off, I'm sorry for the makeup. It didn't really come out the way I wanted it. I'm kind of looking at a lot of like my facial hair poking through here, and this is a little bit too glossy. I tried to go a little bit more hardcore, a little bit more highlighter and all that, and I don't really like the look of it, so change it next time. Now, reasons as to why I moved my surgery back. There was 3 main reasons. Like, I had been planning this surgery for 1.5 years, so pushing it back even further was, oh, it hurt, that hurt. So let's just go into the reasons. Biggest one was I didn't have anybody to help me recover. I've talked to a lot of girls who have done this by themselves, but they all said is that if the situation was different, they would have preferred someone to be there with them to help them with recovery. And so that was what I was really planning on. And I had been hoping that a friend of mine was going to be able to come out and help me with it, but they canceled due to crazy circumstances in their life. Number 2 was the financial aspect. I couldn't really afford to be out of work for 6 weeks straight. Like, I have a lot saved up, but I just don't really want to use it. I'd rather use it for like a house or anything like that, not to just pay like my basic bills. Cause like, it costs a lot to live on your own in Idaho when you work at a grocery store. Believe me, that's why I do all my social medias. And so I couldn't really afford to be out of work for that long at like the 66% pay that my LOA was planning. Number 3 was that my parents and I talked about it for 3 hours. They've never been supportive of this. They accept it now, but they've never really been supportive as per this YouTube video right here. It's been a long struggle with my parents to get them to accept me as female and transgender, and it's been hard for them. And when we sat down and talked about it, we had an actual like conversation about this, an actual like 3-hour conversation about it. And they said is that, okay, if you're worried about the financial aspect, why don't you push it back until June because of my anniversary? So at my work, I get anniversary every single year in May. May 18th specifically is on my anniversary. And I get 3 weeks of vacation just tacked on to my vacation hours. I already have 3 weeks. And so once you do the math on that, it comes out to 6 weeks full pay without even really worrying about the LOA or MetLife or anything like that. So that just makes the whole recovery process easier because I get my base pay every single week at full pay. So there's no 66%, it is full pay. This is what I make for 6 weeks straight. And then the recovery aspect was my sister has voiced her willingness to help me recover for at least 5 days. She's also a really good cook. She helped me recover from my wisdom teeth before, and she's always kind of been there for me. But she lives in California as a teacher, so she can't really just leave out of nowhere to come help me. And so she will be up for spring break and summer vacation. And we're gonna talk about all of this stuff, and she will be the one to help me with my recovery on June 20th. And so those were the main things that as to why I pushed my surgery back. I did not want to. I wanted it. Like February 5th was a hard date set in mind, but the circumstances just were not ready for it. And so that's why I ended up pushing it back. But I think it will be for the better. However, I was kind of like, okay, what do I do for 6 months? Like, it's 143 days, like 12 hours and like 15 minutes or something like that. Like, I'm ready for this. And so I resolved to do something in the next 6 months, and that's what we're gonna talk about in the next session. Okay, now, basically, as you can see from the abs, my goal over the next 6 months is to develop a bikini physique. That's been my goal for a long time, and I wanted to really try to pursue it after my surgery got done. But for right now, that's what I'm doing for the next 6 months, is trying to achieve like a bikini bodybuilder physique. That is what I want to do over the next 6 months. It takes forever. It's gonna take a while. This has been only 1 week of this. I was already really skinny to begin with, so I have a pretty good baseline to begin with. But that is what I'm resolving to do. I'm resolved to start focusing on fitness. And over the last couple days, I've gotten up at 4:30 a.m. and I've been at the gym by 6 a.m. And I go for 2 hours, do 20 minutes of cardio, and then do weightlifting beyond that. Like, that is my goal over the next 6 months. And I'm gonna document that on my YouTube channel as part of my bikini physique process. Today, I kind of had a little bit of a cheat day and went to In-N-Out Burger. It's the first one in Idaho, so it's kind of like a fun experience, and I went with my mom. So it was a really nice experience, but that was definitely a one-off thing. Over the last couple days, I've had basically 160 grams of protein per day. I did a grocery store pickup order today and pretty much got everything to do, like everything fitness-wise over the next like couple of weeks. I eat the same things every single day, and this is now just focusing it in a little bit more, tweaking it as I go. And I've basically been researching constantly about bikini physique, about bikini models, and just all that stuff. And so kind of started gearing my workouts towards that. And it's actually been really good for me this last week. It's kept my mind off the surgery a lot. It's kept my mind kind of moving forward in a lot of ways. And I think it's going to enhance my modeling photos that I do on my Instagram channel. And I'm kind of excited for it. Like, I have a little bit of flab here and a little bit of flab here, and my muscles are not very well developed. I do have that thing though, that's cool. But this is gonna be one of my goals for the next couple of weeks. Well, for the next 19 weeks and 6 days, because my surgery is on Thursday, June 20th. That's gonna be my goal. And then once it gets nicer weather outside, because it's still pretty cold, I'm gonna start running, I'm gonna start hiking, I'm gonna go trail running. I've also signed up for a run back in May 18th. It's the Idaho Potato Run 5K. So I'm gonna try to run a 5K in under 20 minutes. Those are kind of like the goals that I'm setting for myself for the next 6 months. I'm very much a goal-oriented girl. It's all about goals to me, and this is one of them. The other one I'm doing is building up my apartment. I want my apartment basically finished. I've been living in here for a year in April, and I've really enjoyed it, but I just kind of want to get it finished and get it done so I can then focus on paying off my other bills that I want to do. And so essentially, that's what I'm doing. It's been really good this first week, and I can't wait to see what I look like at like week 3 and week 4. I'm excited for those things. And so those are my goals over the next 6 months. My goal is to get my surgery on June 20th, Thursday, June 20th, I think it's 7:30 in the morning. And over the next 19 weeks and 6 days until my surgery, goal is to get abs. Because if I can't get boobs, I might as well get abs. That's kind of my thing. I am very much a goal-oriented person. Last year was about getting my apartment set up and getting my surgery planned. This year, it's about getting bills paid off and getting the physique. Now, is this physique going to happen in the next 6 months? Probably not, but I think I'm gonna get a pretty good start on it personally. That's kind of how I view it. I think I'm gonna get a pretty good start on it, and I think it's gonna be something that's going to develop really well even in the months after my surgery. So I think I'm gonna do another video on February 2nd of 2025 talking about 1 year of basically bodybuilding. And it's actually really good for me. Like, it's kind of weird for like a trans woman to go into bodybuilding because there is the fear that you're gonna bulk. Me, I was never bulky as a guy. I never once had to lose weight. I've pretty much had this like same like body structure since I was like 15. And so bulking to me, I think I would have to eat like 3,000 calories a day and like 200 grams of protein. I'm not doing that. I'm going low calories, high protein. That's how I'm doing this. I want to build feminine muscle. That is my plan. And so I'm gonna see how it goes, and I'm gonna see if I can actually do it. So I'm gonna be giving weekly progress updates on these topics and really talking about like what I'm eating, what I'm trying to like do, what kind of workouts I'm doing. And so I'm going to kind of shift my YouTube into that focus. I've also gotten rid of my Xbox Game Pass. So really, I'm not gonna be playing video games because when you get up at 4:30 in the morning to go to the gym by 6, come home, shower, clean up, go to work until 7 p.m., you're really tired when you get home, and there's really no game time in that world. So my Twitch channel is gonna take a little bit of a dive, but for the most part, I think I'm pretty happy. I've been doing this for a solid week by this point, and I'm actually really happy with the results already. So I'm excited. I've got something to look forward to when I go get my surgery on June 20th. I got something to look forward to when I come back from my surgery, and I get to go back to the gym. So I'm really excited about that. And so I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you all in the next video, and remember to hit that subscribe button, put those likes in there, and put those comments in the comment section. This has been Nikki Chanel. Love yas.